What is up, everybody? Josh here again, and today we have a Sons of the Forest update 1.0. Sons of the Forest officially released, and we're going to be going over most of the items that were added in 1.0. We have 2 brand new cannibals, the artifact is now craftable, and all these craftables, as well as the building upgrade. We have the glider launcher. We also have the armor upgrader that you can use now to get to the end boss, and also some storage, as well as a new golf cart. There's so much in this update, so let's get into it, shall we? Sons of the Forest version 1.0 is here. They are super excited for you guys to play all the new additions and changes and fixes. If you have an older save, you can still play it, but it is recommended to start a fresh save if you want to experience the story and all the new features fully. The biggest features, improvements, and balance changes are listed below, but beyond the list, there is many more small improvements and fixes. As always, please continue to post your bugs and feedback in the discussion area of the community hub. And there is a ton of changes and additions in the features section here that they've been working on since our last update video for Sons of the Forest. What we are going to do is we're going to skim through all of these. There's just a literal ton of them, and we're going to go over the most prominent things and show you in-game. So we're going to start with features, which is the most prominent area of the changelog here. So instead of the helicopter, they now have the little arms cutscene or intro whenever you start up the game. There's no helicopter now. There's a bunch of arms coming out of the ground. So that's the new intro screen. Also, whenever you first load into a existing game save or early access game save, it tells you all this good stuff. Tells you don't have the gold armor anymore. The gold door and Hell Cave progress has been reset. The ending of the game, if completed, has been reset as well. And all note pickups have been removed from your inventory. So you don't have any note pickups. Your base may be affected because they've modified the terrain. And also the older structures may not have full functionality or access to the newest building features. And to experience a full game and new cutscenes, we recommend starting a new game. Something else that they did that we aren't going to spoil for you is revised and added new voice acting and details in dining room, gold area. They also added these little things right here. These are raccoons. So raccoons are now in Sons of the Forest, and they actually can climb trees and stuff now. There's also a new proximity chat that's in the game. If you were to go to escape menu and go to options, audio, you'll see proximity voice chat. You can have it always on or push to talk, and you can have the voice volume here as well. And if you were to go to controls and underneath the button assignments, you're going to notice there is a push to talk button here as well if you choose to use push to talk, which is V. And Miss Streamer is going to demonstrate the new voice. Hello?
Hello.
Oh God. That echoed everywhere. Say something else.
Howdy.
So now we have filters in the cave and stuff like that, so you can hear people talking in proximity chat. And now we will demonstrate the effects underwater.
Hello.
Say something again.
Hello.
Oh no, I'm drowning.
Hello.
And the radio as well, whenever you bring up your walkie-talkie.
Hello.
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 I do see a new strength icon though. It looks like it actually tells you what your strength is, which is pretty nice, in the bottom right of the screen. And whenever you go and drink out of water sources now, you should get sick. If you drink straight from like a river or a pond or any source like that of water, you see there is a little bit of a green bar there on the bottom each time you do it, towards your health there, and it's making you feel sick. You are sick. It actually might affect how fast you move, it looks like, maybe. Not quite sure what sick actually does. It looks like I still pretty much do everything I normally do. But you are sick. It looks like it just reduces your HP down in the bottom right corner, which is not good. So they added new story item pickups, and most of the story item pickups reworked along with a new in-game or in-world decorative notes and magazines. The glider can also now be picked up, and it is now called the foldable glider. And whenever you pick it up, you see foldable glider collected there at the bottom left. And when you go to your inventory, it's actually located all the way over here to the left, right next to the guitar that you can play now. And you just click on that and you can bring it out in your inventory. So you don't have to lug around the glider anymore. Really nice. And if you want to get rid of the glider, all you have to do is hit G, and that should stash your glider. I don't know where it went, but okay. Golf carts now have radio decks and also GPS is built in. So really, really nice addition to the golf carts. Let's grab it and show you the new GPS. The new GPS is really awesome, if you ask me. And you also get access to the radio, which you can look over and then hit right click to turn it on and off. And you can listen to the radio. So it's not like a player radio. I thought it was a walkie-talkie, but it's actually a radio that you can turn on and stuff like that. You just right click it and it'll turn it on and off, and then left click will turn on the next track. Aww. And it looks like only the driver can do it. And of course the GPS, it works just like your GPS in your handheld. Oop. But it doesn't help people who can't drive. Oh God. What is this? Oh, very nice. Got some new visuals in the world here. It's like some kind of excavator here. Very nice. Can you run over raccoons? Oh, yeah, sure can. Oh, so you could see cannibal camps in the distance. You could see just ever so slightly some smoke rising in the distance there. Let's go over there and check it out. They added new world details, more paths, partially dug tunnels by excavators, new camps, 14 new mini caves and cellars, and many other environmental tweaks and updates. Kind of like this cannibal camp we could see from the distance. Oh, excuse me, sir. Did you call an Uber? No. So yeah, we were able to see the smoke there from a distance, and so you could be able to see cannibal camps. There's also two things right here we won't do for spoilers, but they revised the Hell Cave door opening, and it now requires additional steps to open. Also looks like you can find little POIs around the map, and you'll see little flares, and a guy sitting there holding like a flare. Or a signal flare. And then it looks like they kind of just die. So some of the POIs around the map you'll see are now flared out. And located right here on the golf course. You can see it's located right here on the GPS. We have a new cave entrance, it looks like. And there's several different excavators here, and looks like maybe a GPS locator you can get from somebody here as well. The radio. Going into the cave. Looks like we got some Solafite here. Very nice. So this is one of those new caves or cubbies that they added into the game that you can find. And we're here at the bunker entrance, pretty much where you used to end the game, and it looks like they have changed this as well to look like there's a way to get through here. And now we're into the bunker, which looks like it's changed as well. It's totally purple. There's all kinds of new little things that they've added to the game. So many, way too many really for an update video, but there's going to be a way to open this. Key, something. So now that's what it says whenever you go to the gold door. Oh look, a note. That gives you some kind of blueprint. Looks like some kind of coffin or something that's located right here in front of the gold door where it used to be. Oh look, and Timmy and his giant Timmy arm. Also in our travels, looks like we came across a new POI, and it's located right here on, I think it's the west side of the island. Yep, there's a bunch of gates and stuff like that. Looks like stuff you can loot. That's pretty neat. Yeah, so basically these are the Solafite locations right here, and they're marked on the location of the map right here with just like an orange marker. It looks like this is that blue question mark. It looks like some kind of shack or new POI with another dead dude and a GPS locator. I guess they had a GPS locator here. Nothing new and interesting here. The location on the map is right here on the west side of the island. Pretty sure this wasn't in the game before. Some kind of random horse trailer just sitting in the water. So we're still kind of looking around and seeing if we can't find some new things in the game. Got another little neat POI, looks like, here on the west side of the island. And it's some kind of thing that you can break into, I do believe. Nice. Go in here and see what's in here. Maybe something new, who knows? Bunch of bones. Large cavern in here. And we have some kind of blueprint here. It looks like for some kind of device. I don't quite know what this is. Maybe an antenna of sort? That is really odd. So this is a new unlockable that you can find right here at this location on the map. It's west of that giant lake there. And we also found another GPS locator right here on the west. Not too far from there. Looks like it's going into a cave of sorts here. POI in here. Looks like some loot. A way to go through there. Another way to go through. Knock this out. Tons of new POIs, it seems like, in the update. There's another door there. Oh, gosh. Skeleton scared the crap out of me just now, falling from the ceiling. Oh, looks like we might have some Solafite down here at the bottom, and we do. We got some Solafite. Oh, this is a cave. Leads down to some more Solafite, looks like. Bunch of bones. Looks like also a skeleton here on some Solafite. So this really just looks like maybe a Solafite POI where you can mine some more Solafite. I'm hearing a helicopter. Looks like the helicopter is kind of circling around there, so we got helicopters around. And, oh, that's pretty funny. There's a POI here. I wonder if they're going to land. That's pretty neat. Absolutely love that. Yeah, it looks like it's just circling around, honestly. This new structure we're going to check out after it's gone. Okay. And there it goes. We got a new helicopter site right here, and that is located on the west side of the map. We're still over here on the west side, not too far from the road here. We got a helicopter with some dude that's unfortunately gotten stuck on the blades there. Got some ammo here, it looks like. And a full helicopter. I don't think you can fly this thing. Nope, can't fly it. That's unfortunate. Got a flare behind here. Let's go check it out. Looks like we got another little POI right here with a flare. Do some looting. Of course, the guy just dies, which was part of the notes. Boy, I'm so glad that you lasted until I got it right up near you. From the helicopter crash, or where we seen the helicopter, we're going to go in. It looks like this is a cave here. Oh, it's leading into, looks like the bunker. Oh, okay, so this looks like an entrance into another bunker here. This might be the residential bunker now. Heading down the hallway here. Under construction, it says. Some cannibals there. John X, it looks like this is a green walled bunker. And yeah, so this is where you see the cutscene where they say, "Get down!" and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the residential bunkers now, so they changed the entrance to it. Puffy creating an empire. So yeah, it definitely seems like they've changed the entrances to the bunkers and all the POIs and all the places that you progress through the game. So it's really neat. We're going to have to go back and take a look at all those. Really nice. Oh wow. Got some art here on the ground like they were talking about. We found a new POI, which looks like some kind of military camp. And it looks like it's located all the way down south, I do believe. Pretty sure that's all the way down south. And this is what that camp looks like. And it looks like we got a cannibal here. And we'll look around and see if there's anything else special here. Some ammo. Looks like a military outpost of some sort. It's got some solar panels around. And some nice tents. Very nice tents. Oh, and tons of arrows. And maybe isn't it an arrow stand of some sort? That was pretty neat. Going into the middle of the camp, looks like there is a rope that leads down. And it just goes into a cave here. Let's see what's in here. Some materials, looks like. Oh look, more Solafite. Oh, and a recipe. I don't know what that is. Maybe some kind of decoration. It's got a bunch of skulls and stuff around it. It looks like it requires a ton of rocks. So yeah, definitely come to this place, get you a blueprint. We'll make it all here shortly. Also looks like we got some dudes hanging up on the ceiling in that goop or whatever that is. And down southeast on the opposite side of the large lake, looks like we got another POI here. Just kind of follow the GPS and you'll see the blue question marks. They seem like they're unlocking new recipes and stuff, which is really nice. And just points of interest. Just another military camp, it looks like. Some dead dudes, and of course that GPS locator right there. Some crunchy wunchies. Got some ammo here on the side. Got a pickup here. So there's some pickups here and some more ammo. Oh, that's pretty neat. There's a drone. Look at that. I wonder if they're planning on adding drones to the game. There's a bunch of areas around. Looks like just some loot around here and stuff like that. There's a pickup or two here. Oh, okay. And looks like they changed it to where the golf carts are now little blue X's that are kind of throbbing on the map, as you can see right there. Found another pickup here. It looks like kind of mid-map, pretty much on the east side. Just another pickup here. That's a new pickup, I would assume. And this looks like a brand new area as well. So we'll go inside the cave here. Maybe there's an unlock in here or something. Oh, okay. Looks like it's already been busted down. Oh, skin pouch I can't carry. Some boxes, crates, stuff like that. Very nice, very nice. Ropes, some gore on the ceiling. Very good stuff. And, oh wow, there's a blueprint here, D. It looks like a blueprint for, I don't know what that is. A ramp or trap of some sort, maybe? And they got icons, it looks like, on the map now that you could see some of the bunker locations that has the crafters in it, or the 3D printer. So this is the bunker location. It wards a look-see. I do believe this cave has changed. It does not look the same. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that's a different entrance. Now this part looks quite similar. It looks like when you're joining a lobby, you got microphone settings down here. You see your activation mode, like push to talk and all that good stuff. And it looks like these are the black puffers or puffies. And they got little black dots all over them, which is pretty neat. So that's one of the new camels, and they are super aggressive. And this is the new Legsy creature. As you can see, it's got a bunch of legsies and armsies. So we can get up close to it. This thing is very vicious. They like to climb walls and do legsy things. And they look very creepy. And right behind them, we see the new spotted puffies as well. The new black variant or spotted puffer. That's what they look like. And they're extremely aggressive as well. Yeah, the new Legsy. Looks like it's gonna jump around and attack people like that. And does swinging moves. Quite dangerous. There it goes. It does a little leg slap animation, which is really neat. And that's the Legsy. Let's see if we can find the Holey. Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's so creepy. It's... Oh, okay. You can just sit there and be creepy. It's got a bunch of holes in it, it looks like, and... Yeah. Thing's really big and bulky looking. Oh gosh, it does charge. Yeah, it does look very creepy. I'll give it that. So yeah, it will run around and it will charge at you and it'll fly in the air and flop down like that. It's got a bunch of holes in it. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Yeah, what do y'all think about this? This is nuts. And it came with that fun. It's kind of hard to dodge, really. It's really tanky and really big. So those are the new cannibals that were added to the game. Boy, it takes a lot, doesn't it? Oh, there it is finally. But really weird. This is called the Holey. Right here, this is called the Holey, and then this is called the Holey. So it looks like you're going to have to upgrade your gold armor now to get into the Hell Cave there. And you make this device that we found, one of the blueprints for. The thing we thought that was a coffin looks like it's an upgrader. Put Solafite in there. You also have some of the holders here. We have the arrow holder. And this is actually the explosive holder. You can put explosives on there. Very nice. Oh, look, and Molotovs, too. And that could be your explosives. And this could be where you store your explosives, which is really nice. Right in the rain. You can also bring up the menu and just throw whatever arrows you have in there as well. Got different types of arrows. Doesn't matter. Looks like it sorts it. After Dee upgraded her Solafite armor, or the gold armor, this is what it looks like. We'll go ahead and do it again. The batteries are kind of in the wall there, but there are batteries connected to it. Looks kind of like, we thought it was a coffin, but yeah, it's not a coffin. It's a upgrade machine. This right here is the glider launcher, and the glider launcher, if you step on it, you will be shot straight up in the air, whether you have a glider or not. I don't know if there's a button to actually press whenever you're in the air, but we're going to go ahead and bring our glider out, our foldable glider we just got. And then we're going to go ahead and just step on it with the glider. And it launches us up in the air, and look, now we can glide around. Very nice. This seems safe. So with the proper training, you can sit there and get as high as you want with the glider. And you can glide for as long as you want. Some strategic spots for these around the map would be a great idea, I think. So you can shoot up into the air now. Oh, God. Oh, okay, it dropped. Very nice. So that's the glider, and then you just hold E to reset it. And this is what it looks like when it's not plugged. Looks like a pile of nasty yellow. This is definitely some Sons of the Forest ingenuity here. It seems safe, don't it? Looks like it's almost done when it's almost empty. And it's done. It looks really, really, really golden. And nice, actually. Yep, hit E. And they just call it Ancient Armor. So it's just called Ancient Armor. Go over here to the right-hand side. Really don't see no difference, but we'll wear it. That'll be our new armor. Very nice. Very golden. Yeah. And I tell you what, just for you guys, we're going to go and do the artifacts. So spoilers, if you don't want to see the end of the game, we now both have our upgraded golden armors. Oh, there's a helicopter lifting off. From this POI. I don't think we've actually been here before. Just kind of found this coming. Oh, this is a guy on the... Hello. Oh, he's dead. So yeah, located here on the golf course. Looks like. Yeah, so this has been changed. I think this is the entrance to the bunker, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, and we got us a mini camera.
Wakey. Look at that, trying to get away. Not today. Another one. Oh. Away.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Got some environmental details here. ammo and stuff like that. Stuff on the wall. Nice. You also have a satellite dish here. I don't know what those are for. And it looks like it's a guy holding a cannibal's head. Nice. An artifact like we did. And of course the gold armor, which we already have. It's in the same place with the artifact and gold armor in the same place. So you get your artifact and gold armor. Upgrade. So now all we have to do is go and kind of beat the game.
Key. Something.
Yes, Timmy. There is a way. It's called my upgraded armor. The power of blueprints and Solafite.
Something's happening. It's working.
It is working.
Stay close.
Okay. Looks like he does all kinds of dialogue. I'm not going to spoil this for everybody. We're going to go ahead and beat the game and just let you know that this is a place where you can do the Hell Cave and finish the game off like normal. Looks like he's actually helping us out a little bit. Looks like they might have some new lighting effects and stuff down here. This looks really nice. This looks really nice, actually. All right, no more spoils.
It's time. No, 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 no! 15, 14, 13, 12, 12. This was supposed to fix me. It's making me worse. What did you see? What did you see? What was in the cube? What was in the cube?
Now, after you beat it and you got everything, you just need to go towards the blue lights in the sky. Spoilers, of course. And then you'll see this. Shooting up out of the ground. Hold E. Swirly. Oh, okay, this is the end of the game. Oh, Lord, be careful. New cave with the final artifact piece. Nice. And now we can craft the full artifact. Then all we have to do is just kind of right click and put them all in there and craft the artifact. Very nice. Reload by pressing R. Oh, you put Solafite in it. It's eating Solafite. Okay, so we're going to go and take it back home to the devices we have and see if they interact. I think they do. After you craft the artifact, you can just bring it out and... Oh, let's hit right click to activate. Don't know what that does. Maybe it's making something with the Solafite? I guess we'll give it some time and see. But that's how you get them and that's how you activate them. What does it do after this? Whoa! No way. We have a teleporter now? But it looks like we have a teleporter in the game, which is really cool. See how it's striking, the lightning striking that? And it looks like this may just do some kind of like passive buff or something for now. I'm not quite sure what it's actually doing. But yeah, you can activate it with this though. You can also change the mode whenever it looks like it's shooting away from you, and you can upgrade things in your base and make them gold like this. Now we have golden walls and golden floors. Very pretty. And once it gets empty, just feed it some more Solafite. It's a hungry little mechanism. All you gotta do is just left click and it will paint stuff and upgrade it with Solafite. Kinda like so. And you can see there's a meter on the left hand side of it. And finally, after hours of looking and people helping us, we have located the Solafite generator. And it is located all the way down southwest, all the way in the very bottom of the map. It's unmarked and completely covered by a gate here. We're going to go into the cave here, and we're going to notice at the back of it we'll see the Solafite generator. And that's the mats for it. And this will generate Solafite at your base. So let's take it back and build it. And once we get our artifact out and have that built, we're going to right click and activate it. And it's going to do its thing. And after 1,000,000 enemies, you're going to be able to hit E and collect some Solafite. So you'll be able to generate Solafite with this. And of course, if you want to turn it off, all you have to do is bring up your artifact, bring it up, and right click it to deactivate it. And they'll stop spawning enemies because it did spawn a ton of enemies at our base here. Also, just a note, there are golf carts out there that do have snowplows on the front of them, it looks like this one. That's pretty cool, actually. Little snowplows in the snow biome. Another POI they added is this one right here in the Arctic. It's about in the middle of the Arctic. It's on the west side. If you're looking north, right there is north. So it's right here in the middle. You'll see a little GPS locator that you can take or not. And in here, you're going to see like some mats and stuff like that. Some more holders. It's kind of similar to the other ones that you see around. There's a new variation of the golf cart with the snowplow. Got a little satellite dish right here. And also we have a 3D printer just setting up here that you can sit there and because ink as well we can't take. So all you have to do, you actually don't need the platform. You can just look down and toggle the mode of the artifact thing. Oh no! Oh, it's teleported back home. And it looks like we have another cave right here, but it's just a resource cave. Doesn't have anything, I don't think, of use in it. This guy's got some of the new gold armor on that cannibals have. Cannibals will have gold armor, which is pretty neat. Also, while you're on the golf cart, I didn't know this until just now, but you can middle mouse button and change your compass just like you do whenever you have it in your hand, which is really, really neat. We also have another POI right here. It's just a resource cave, it looks like. Doesn't really give much, but it's got a little gate up front of it. Looks pretty neat right off the trail here. It also looks like sticks like to go in bundles now. So whenever they're dropped in or respawn back into the world after you delete something, it goes into a bundle of sticks now, which is really neat. Some of the other things that were mentioned is this. This is the nice seat, little seat you can sit down on, and this right here is actually an explosives trap, and it will explode with a grenade if anything goes up in front of it. This right here is the nice couch, And this whole couch right here looks like it could seat 2 people. Really nice. It looks really good actually too. And this is the Molotov trap and what it looks like. And of course it will set off a Molotov if anything goes over the ropes there. We also have the leaf trap right here. And yeah, not quite sure what it does actually. We also didn't mention the creative mode, which is what we were just in. You can hit new game, go to creative, and it's free construction. And then you load into a mode where you can pretty much build everything in the game. And you don't actually crash or anything like that. You just, looks like you just go and you bring up your book here. Let's put up a small log cabin. You just hit E on it and it will make the cabin. And this is a good chance for me to show you the new building that is in the game. There's actually new heights. So if you see how it's auto putting a really tall, like you make stuff really tall because of the new foundation system they added, it's really neat. That is a really tall tower. We also have some new tree prefabs. I'm pretty sure these are the correct ones. And that one is called the Tree Shelter 1, and then we have the Tree Shelter 2 also. And that is what it looks like right there. Let's go inside of it. Very nice little prefab. Nice little forward basing looking prefab. I like it. Let's go check out the other one. Not too bad. Very nice. 2 new prefabs they mentioned. And now when you make a little stick campfire like this right here, you could take these little pieces right here and you can left click and build it up to a bigger fire. Actually see how you build it here. And so you take 2 sticks and you put them on the ground. Then you split this log in half and put that little small piece. Then we can take these long logs or full-size logs and then left click and add them to the fire and make it a bonfire. Very nice. And now we have a bonfire. It didn't even use the log. There's also a really nice looking range that's on the rope gun now. I'll show you how far away, or if it can't actually do it. So that one's 41 meters away. There, yeah, 40 meters away. You see right there, 42. If we were to do that one right there in the distance, that was 28. And that one's 14. So you can actually see how far away his stuff is. They do mention some more achievements they added, but they don't actually mention which ones were added. So I'm not quite sure which ones. There are a few that I haven't done, but done most. They also added TwinBerry and Snowberry seeds, and you can also now make jam. So here's a step-by-step guide on how to make jam. It's actually a process, believe it or not. This is what you're wanting. We're going to go ahead and drink the rest of it, actually. What we're going to do is put some water in here. Into a pot. Make sure you got your cooking pot, and then we're going to take it to our fire, and we're just going to plop our cooking pot on top of the fire there. Then what we could do is we could just throw 5 blueberries, and when you throw the berries down, you'll see you're making jam up top there. You also need 5 TwinBerries and 5 salmon berries, and that'll let you make jam. And after a while it will cook and do its thing, and after a while you have jam. You can hold E to eat it or hit E to take the pot, and now you have a pot of jam, and you get about 3 to 4 drinks out of it. Actually, it gives you some new buffs over here. I'm not quite sure what they are. There's like a comfort looking buff and maybe a water buff or something like that, some kind of status effects, and it looks like you get about 4 slurps out of it until it's gone. They did add a few new rotten textures for like rotten meat and oysters and stuff like that. Those are rotten oysters. There's also an option to turn PvP damage on. They made it available in the multiplayer admin menu also. So you can go to players here and go to options, and you can turn PvP damage on or off or reduced. So if you don't want to hit each other, you can turn it to off. If you don't care, you can hit it to reduced or normal. we have a ginormous section here that we can look through, and we're going to go ahead and skim over this real quick and tell you guys the most important parts in it, or some of the most notable improvements. First one right off the bat, this player can now carry up to 4 stones at a time and can now place multiple stones at once. You can also take all the inventory thing you have and you can now place it all at once, kind of like this. So if we this, and it'll place a whole entire pillar like so, all at once. That's another neat addition. They reworked stone wall so it costs less, and they completely reworked the Hell Cave lava, which we showed you. And now Kelvin and Virginia will wear their outfits that you give them in cutscenes. It's pretty neat. Also, placing stone beams on the ground now displays more accurately, and they also fixed where you can move the fly swatter and bone maker traps. They mentioned through here reworking some of the bunkers and stuff. They've reworked a lot of the bunkers, a lot of the entrances. There's a lot of changes to that. And pajamas now have boots. Eagles now land sometimes on logs and dead trees. Pretty sure it's supposed to be on stumps like this one right here. I've been sitting here bird watching for like 15 minutes and haven't seen a thing. There are also stumps over here, like this right here to be exact. We did see a bird kind of land on those, but no eagles, so... Strip crunch from all textures smaller than 1024 to improve performance. I'm going to tell you right now, as far as performance goes right now, it's amazing. It seems like the game is playing quite well, actually. And they fixed solar panels cannot be placed anymore in occluded areas like underground cellars. And the GPS now remembers the zoom level when you go out of it and re-equip it. Items can now be batch added and removed from the mat in inventory by holding the button down. What that means is that all you got to do is, for example, we're going to click on this. We have about 20 fireweed seed here. We can combine it. If we right click it once, you get 1. If you hold it down, it's going to sit there and do it in batches or large amounts. And you can do the same whenever you're putting it back too. So you can add it and subtract and batch now. Thank God they reduced the breath sound. And you can now hold the button down to keep eating berries in your inventory, like so. And they improved the look of the Solafite. And the headlights did seem like they were brighter on the golf carts. Drying racks placed next to a fire or campfire will make it go faster. And you now see physical harnesses when attaching stones or logs to the zip line. And that's what it looks like. It looks like a little rope wrapped around it. Pretty neat. And apparently you could do it with these large stones too. I had no clue. And if you're looking for your bag in the dark, you'll see a pulsing light beacon. Lakes will now visibly freeze when players are nearby. Various memory and CPU optimizations, absolutely. And they zoomed out the mini-map view just a little bit. If you pick up something you can't have it in your inventory, it'll start a tutorial telling you how to build a storage container. They also added a UI notification to display how many players are waiting to sleep in multiplayer to let other players know it's time to sleep. And they're seeing the icon at the very bottom says players waiting for you to sleep. And bows auto-load whenever they run out of a certain inventory type, and only one person can interact with the campfire at a time. And you can add berries to shelves now. And now the rebreather mouthpiece disappears when you're out of the water. They improved the look of the walkie-talkie, and that's what the walkie-talkie looks like now. Looks like they worked on the AI a lot with pathing. And rainbows will now show up after it rains. Next up, we're going to skim over the balance section. Babies are now a one-hit wonder. And that's on normal mode. Containers now do not refill on load, set to true by default in normal games, but can be set in custom games. And your max strength can be from 50 to 100 now. And each level of strength now increases your melee and tree chop damage by 1%. They adjusted the hang glider downforce when pitched up to make it easier to gain altitude. And printers no longer have default resin in them. You have to put resin in them to work. Sea turtles now respawn 4 times faster, and they added a ton of sea turtle spawns. And explosions cause break damage on all armor pieces hit, and you'll get soaked in snow a lot slower than in rain. Indoor temperatures now clamped within a range so the indoor temperature is not always the same as outdoor. And fire sources are now hotter, so the player will dry off faster. Energy bars now give double fullness, and cat food and oysters can now rot. And you can now only see Igor, Henry, and Elsie appear in normal families starting with day 8, and anything dried will not spoil. Air tanks do drain faster, 25%. Stone storage and sleds are now 28 instead of 27. And the eggnog recipe is now 4 eggs. The taser stick now only has 3 charges per battery. Looks like the buckshot was reduced from 15 to 8, and the cone spread reduced from 25 to 20, so basically they nerfed buckshot. And slug ammo will cause shotgun hit reacts even if the enemy is armored. And the electric fence now sustains damage when electrocuting something. You can now fire 6 times before becoming destroyed currently. And you can carry 20 Solafite. Fat cannibals and heavy cannibals are now buffed, and one of them can wear armor, one of them has a HP increase. The demon attack increased damage by 25%, and they increase co-op health by 30%. And stick spikes and electric fences are now fragile. And finally, we're going to skim over the audio real quick. They added all kinds of new stuff to the Hell Cave, including audio reverbs, added player getting a little sick sounds, and mutants' footprints in caves are now louder, and they made the cave wind sounds louder, and better audio for the big boss intro, and reduced the hiss sound. And that's it for these logs. A huge 1.0 update. Really good stuff. Some nice additions. And this is the part of the video where we thank our late night crew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. KHX, Sergio, Wolfie, Sandy, Silver, John, EMC2, Rodknob, Aaron, Steady Bob, Jim K72, Kristen, Jaybird, Fubar, Chris, Sanchez, Gamer Joe, Blaze, Skyreaper1, Hagar, Metalstorm, Xander, Bob Yop, Alpha Tanker, Jason, Charles, Anthony Starr, Bob Greer, Vesselin, Brooke Valiant, FireK912, Gabe, 427 Kevin, and Mom. Thank you so much for being part of the late night crew and for supporting the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you so much to our supporters as well. That's it for this video. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Subscribing will get you Sons of the Forest update videos just like this one. And they do plan on doing updates, and when they do, we will release an update video for it. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. Peace.